That was fucked. My music's not playing. I have high hopes for my right leg performing really well. I don't have high hopes for my left leg. Hey queens and kings. I have an immense amount of anxiety for this leg day and I wouldn't expect it to be any other way because it means I've been training hard and I've got some numbers I've got to beat. It's also day 2 of my cycle and the reason why I'm sharing this is because I've actually just gotten off the pill. I think I'd say about a month ago now for no particular reason other than the fact that I had to get a new prescription and I didn't in time, and by the time I did it was already like a week after finishing the pill and I was just like, my body's already going through the process of coming off the pill. I can't be bothered going through the process of getting back on the pill. So we've been off contraception. This is actually my first cycle off coming off the pill and it's definitely feeling very different. It's definitely a lot heavier than usual. So we're not going to think about it or worry about it while I'm training because I'm just expecting to train as I normally do and progress like I normally do. So we'll see. But this is technically my first whole body day of the week, but I'm doing it on a Thursday because I was meant to train with one of the girls at the gym and she dogged me because she slept in. Just kidding. Training quads today, glutes and hamstrings. Starting off with kickbacks, nice little warm up for the glutes before going into my main movement, which is my pendulum squat. What if I told you for the last 3 years you've actually been doing kickbacks wrong and that's why your glutes aren't growing? I'd be pretty pissed. So let me show you how to do them properly.
Who the jiggy nigga with the gold links? Got me reminiscing about my old days. 3-6 suck a nigga dick, no foreplay. All day, booming out the trap through the hallway. Tell me what you niggas know about. I'm just saying, turn it down, or she finna call a cops. Leave it plotting on the eye, she the one who got the drop. Just a free quick fix it up, and it's okay. They gon' take me back to my old ways. I was trying to chill, by the sales, the best I got a deal. Kick it with my model chick, thick Chris, fuck niggas wanna dish. Now I gotta let them know it's really true. Love pretty black with Jordan. Dirty fuck niggas, how you been? Niggas so fine, every now and then. I'm south, in the style, sometimes I just
Glutes on fire. The big fridge training legs today. The bloke's locked in. Don't be a pussy.
No, I'm doing 320.
So I'm not spending half a year getting ready for my lifts. I've been supersetting my kickbacks with my warm-up sets for the pendulum. Because kickbacks, like, you're going close to failure. Like, I'm not trying to fail or like 1 rep max my kickback. So if anything, I'm like 1 rep, 2 rep shy of failure on my kickbacks. Warming up for the pendulum squat, I start with the machine only for about 8 reps. Then I did 10 kilos for 6. 20 kilos for 4, and then I'm going to do 1 more warm up after my last set of kickbacks with 30. I worked up to 35 kilos last week. I got 2 sets. I actually hit both my sets at 35. I got 10 reps for both, but on my second set, it was a bit fucking rough. Like, the first set moved so well, not as many, like, rest between my reps. It was very fluid set, and then the last set was a very stop and start on like the last 4 reps. So this week's goal is actually to not rest between every fucking rep, because that in itself is progression. You know, like, this is something my coach said to me at the first week of this block. I probably sent it a little bit too hard and he was like, no, too much rest in between your reps, like, pull it back. So I've been very mindful about moving forward and using that as a bit of an indicator of like when it is time to progress. So even though I hit the 10 reps, because my rep range 8 to 10, I'm like, were they 10 reps consistent or were they 10 reps with like 5 minutes resting in between, you know? So that's usually the markers I'm now working off for my main lifts. So far feeling good. My back is actually a little bit sore, like my upper back. I think that's just because I had a solid 12 hours of calls, or like close to 12, probably more like 10. I was on my first call at 7:30 and I finished up at 7, so a few breaks in between, but it was a very big fucking day of just like this at the laptop. So that's honestly more why my upper back is feeling sore, because I had yesterday as a rest day. Otherwise, we'll just see. Main thing I'm focusing on when I'm actually doing these is my ribs. I have a very bad tendency to do this, so I'm making sure I'm keeping my ribs down essentially, because that will help me keep a more neutral upper body. It's gonna help keep my hips nice and neutral as well, and then therefore the rest of my lower body is working fine. The other bad tendency I have is to lift through my heels. So in my warm-up sets, I'm focusing a bit more on my chest down or my ribs down cueing. When it then comes to my working sets, all I'm thinking about is leg drive. Once I've got this position locked in, like for me, leg drive is just like, okay, all I'm doing is focusing on pushing through my lower body to get up versus just trying to move the weight. It's like control on the way down. Once I hit the bottom position, leg drive, because that's triggering in my head. Drive through the heel, push through the lower body, get back up versus get up. And then I'm using everything I don't need to be using to fucking get the weight up and just shit goes south. So that's what I focus on leading into these sets, and then once I get into my working sets as well. Just 2 reps to feel the weight. Warm-up sets is all about priming the nervous system and making sure your body is not like, what the actual fuck are you doing to me? So my body feels good. It's usually my last warm-up set feels actually the worst, in the sense of like, well, that feels a little bit heavy. My mind's not like in a position to be like push really fucking hard. I'm just like feel the weight. So sometimes it feels a little bit heavier. But then when I go into a first working set, I've got the right music playing, flip that switch and it's just like go time, it usually feels a lot better. So 35 it will be today.
Mr. Pistol Popper, Blocko locked and loaded. Life's a bitch and she pussy poppin', cause I gotta own it. That pussy stoking, fuck is you promoting? Yeah, you claim you raise, you hate it like you live and clean. I'm a back down niggas with the roof bag. Introduce you niggas to the new swag. Niggas say a nigga blew a blue bag. Come some food on the new ass. Come some food on the new cash.
Thank you.
That was 11 unassisted.
One more rep than last week. That is progression. So this next set, last week, I'd say by like rep 6, that's when I started to rest a lot more. So I'm like, if I get 10 clean reps second set, less rest, like progression. I'll be stoked with that. Still doing the same distance, it's just the time between.
It's Mr. Pistol Popper screaming fuck a copper. I just bought a crispy chopper, finna fuck your blocker. Even crack the pavement, that's for niggas hating. I've been impatiently waiting to show you niggas Satan. All this talk of Illuminati ain't got a clue about me. Bitch, I'm trill Illuminati and got my crew behind me. Troopers round me, keep the looters round me, keep a tool around me, you move around me, couple of them dudes around me. What a cat, what a cat in the backpack, what a cat, what a cat in the backpack, what a bad track, what a tat. Nigga, that's back. I need dead people. Lord, pretty Flacco, bitch. I be head people. Nailing just the brain. Hell the chain.
Thank you, sir. That was fucked.
It was this section that was grinded, and it was just like, and I was like, ooh.
And then I saw you went like that, I was like, okay, I got it. Next up on the menu, we've got dumbbell sets, RDLs. And these have been feeling really good. I'm up to 40 kilos each hand, which is, I'm quite impressed by myself with, because I'm pretty sure when I was doing, the last time I did dumbbell RDLs, I think was in my reverse after the show, but I don't really count that. I'd say the last time I did proper dumbbell RDLs was just before I started prep, and I worked up to I think 45 or 42.5 in each hand, and that was when I was also like 5 kilos heavier. So to be pretty much at that weight just for B-stance RDLs, I'm pretty stoked with. So last week and the week before, I progressed by 1 rep last week. The week before I got 10 and 8. Last week I got 10 and 9. And they felt a little bit rough last week, I'm not gonna lie. They just weren't as like smooth. So I'd like to make sure my reps feel like solid. And by solid, I mean just there's no deviation. I don't feel my lower back. It's all like I have a good solid connection with my glutes and I have good balance too, because when you've got 80 kilos in front of you, you do feel a little bit off balance. So we're gonna run with them. I do feel a little bit out of breath still after the fucking dumbbell squat.
Yeah. Who the jiggy nigga with the gold link? Got me reminiscing about my old days. 3-6 suck a nigga dick, no foreplay. All day, booming out the trap through the hallway. Tell me what you niggas know about. Auntie saying turn it down, or she finna call a cop. Leave it plotting on the op, she the one who got the drop. Just a free quick fix it up, and it's okay. They gon' take me back to my old ways. I was tryna chill, by the sales, the best since I got a deal. Kick it with my model chick, thick Chris. Fuck niggas wanna dish, now I gotta let them know it's really true. Love pretty Flacco Jordan. Dirty fuck niggas, how you been? Niggas so fine, every now and then. I'm south, in the south, now gotta see it. Flacco, Jordan, Jordan, Flacco, Jordan, Flacco, Jordan, Flacco, Jordan, Jordan, Flacco, Jordan, Jordan, Flacco, Jordan, Flacco, Jordan, Flacco.
We got the whole crew with us.
Fridge maxing.
All the fridges. And I'm mini fridge. To the lucky last exercise, single leg hip press. I have high hopes for my right leg performing really well. I don't have high hopes for my left leg. I've been sitting at like 65 kilos for this exercise and I just really want to fuck around and see if I can do 70 for at least 10 reps for the first set. And then I'll pull it back to 65 for the last, because I've only got 2 sets of 10 to 15. So go 70, see how that looks and feels, and then drop it back if I need to. It's been a big session. I've had a lot of walks in between all my exercises. So this has gone for like a 2-hour session, which I would not ever recommend training for 2 hours. But we're at this point where the gym is literally like our social time during the week. Me and Jackson obviously see each other all day, every day. We work together. We're in the house together, working. And like we're doing so much for the business there. It's just like when we're in the gym, we see our friends. We hang out with them for a little bit, talk a bit of shit. And it's just like in a really nice way to start the day. And then it feels a lot easier getting into work because it was just like we filled our cup up. Even if it took a long time in the gym, it's like hung out with friends, had a good yap, talked a bit of shit, and then it's like, cool, time to look in for work. So it has cut into some other things that I would have done in the morning, like going for a walk and stuff. But I'm like, with where we're at right now, this is more important to do first thing in the morning, and then I can always go for a walk later in the day to do what I need to there as well.
Screaming fuck the copper. I just bought a crispy chopper, finna fuck your block up. Even crack the pavement, that's for niggas hating. I've been impatiently waiting to show you niggas Satan. All this talk of Illuminati ain't got a clue about me. Bitch, I'm trill Illuminati and got my crew behind me. Shooters round me, keep the looters round me.
The fridge is fast approaching. Fridge maxing. Can you come be my PT? This moved really well on this leg and I don't have high hopes for my left leg. Contralateral split squat, get that internal rotation like that, sis. No, come worry about me first.
I'm the number one girl.
I am the number one girl in your life, come on. The car is number 2.
Alright, let's go, lock in.
I need 12 reps.
12.
My music's not playing. It's fine, fuck it. That felt okay.
Did you fucking dave?